Hey y'all, what's up? It's Bianca back with another guitar tutorial. Today we will be doing a blast from the past, a song called Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran. And I just wanted to say thank you to my lovely follower out there that requested this song, because it's a song that I was not quite familiar with, but it's so much fun to play, and when I started learning it on guitar I became addicted. So I hope it's the same for y'all, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. For Galway Girl, you need your guitar in standard tuning as always, but you do need your capo on the 2nd fret. That will go ahead and just eliminate any bar chords. So we're gonna keep this song as beginner friendly as possible. We do need 6 chords, but they're 6 very easy open chords. There are no bar chords, so we are loving it. I will show you different ways to play this song. One is very beginner friendly, so that is for my guitarists that are just starting out but would still love to play this song. Another way is more like beginner to intermediate, just to kind of fill in some of the silence you may hear. And then the third way is more of an intermediate to advanced, and that strumming pattern that I will show you for that only happens in the verses, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute when we go and start learning the song. I do just want to make one thing clear. I will not go through each and every section of the song because I feel like that would just be kind of redundant, because we do use just the same strumming patterns throughout the entire song. So I'll show you the main parts, which would be the verse and the chorus, and then your chord progression changes very, very slightly throughout the rest of the song. So like I said, I'm not going to play through the entire thing because I feel like it would be quite redundant, and I want you to learn your favorite song as quick as possible. So if you do want to see how everything adds up together and all the different chord progressions slightly changed or not, just go ahead and watch the playthrough at the end of the song. I play through the entire song for you so you can kind of see how everything adds up together and how this song sounds acoustically. I recommend doing that just so you can kind of see the whole thing. Yeah, anyway, so let's jump into close-up and learn those 6 chords. So first we have E minor, next we have G major, D major, C add 9, C major, and last but not least, A minor 7. So now that we know the chords, let's go ahead and jump into the verse. So your verse chord progression is kind of a long one. So it's E minor to G major to D major to C major to E minor to G major to D major to a transitional G major, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a second. And then the second time around, it's E minor to G major to D major to C major to A minor 7 to G major, and then you end on D major. So the strumming can be a little difficult if you're a beginner. So your beginner strumming pattern I recommend starting out with if this is not a format of a song that you're familiar with. So I'm not really sure what the technical term of this is called. So Ed Sheeran uses a 3-beat to 5-beat ratio, I guess. So what that means is the first chord is 3 beats, the second chord is 5 beats, the chord after that is 3 beats, the chord after that is 5 beats, and so on and so forth. Now that transitional G major only gets held out for 2 beats, so with that being said, the D major that happened right before the transitional G is 6 beats. So I'll show you very, very slowly what that will look like. So if you're a beginner, your strumming pattern would just be down and then you mute it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that last D major gets held out for the full measure. That is your beginner strumming pattern. Now, a little closer to full speed without me talking will look about like this. So this next strumming pattern is your more like beginner to intermediate strumming pattern. It takes some more like rhythm to it, but it's very easy once you get the hang of it, so I just recommend practicing it. It's a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And we will actually split that strumming pattern in half, so your 3-beat chords will get down, up, down, up. Your 5-beat chords will get down, up, down, up. Now that transitional G with that 6-beat D major, they still get the beginner strumming pattern, so that. And then your last D major gets the full strumming pattern. Now, for this, we do actually incorporate a technique called palm muting. So if you don't know what palm muting is, all that means is you take this part of your hand and rest it on the strings close to the bridge of your guitar to create kind of a percussive effect. Okay, so now putting your chords on, we'll go through it slowly. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So on that last C major leading into the chorus, we actually don't palm mute it, we just let the strings ring out, but it's the same strumming pattern. Now a little quicker to full speed, it'll look like this. That is your beginner, intermediate way of playing the verse. Now, I recommend that if you're a beginner but you would like some more of a challenge and you want to fill in some of the silence that you would hear if you did it the first way. Now, the way that I like to play it is a little more intermediate to advanced, but it's a whole lot of fun, but it does take some practice. So if you're looking for a challenge, I recommend trying it like this. You start off doing like that single down strum. For your 3-beat chords, you put your hand on the strings to mute them completely, and it's a technique called chucking, and you just do down up twice, so it's okay. And then on your 5-beat chords, you do it 4 times, that chucking part. So it's, so like if we have G major, so it's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And again, that D major to transitional G, still get that. Okay? And then your last D major still gets the beginner to intermediate strumming pattern. I know it's kind of confusing. Let's go ahead and play through it kind of slowly. Starting on your E minor, it's down, down, up, G major, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, D major, C major, so again, I recommend practicing that as slowly as possible, as many times as you need to get it down. A little closer to full speed, it'll look like this. It is a little more difficult to do, but again, if you're looking for a challenge, I recommend that. It fills in some of the space, as well as doing that, like, I don't know, to me it sounds like the guitar is doing this. That's how the guitar sounds to me, and then the chucking, I like to incorporate the more like other instruments in the song, I guess. That's how I like to play it. Again, completely optional. You can play it however you would like. But moving on to the chorus, we take our beginner to intermediate strumming pattern. So that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And we split it in half just like we did for the verse, but we let the chords ring out. So your chord progression is C major to G major to D major to C major to C major again to G major to D major, and then C add 9 to G major to D major to E minor twice. So it'll look like this slowly: C major, G major, D major, C major, C major, G major, D major. And then that's when you go into the part where he says, "You're my Galway girl," and it's C at 9, G major, D major, E minor, and you repeat that section again. So all together it'll look like this. Like I said before, the rest of the song, like in the third verse, your chord progression changes slightly, and in the last chorus, your chord progression changes very, very slightly as well. So again, I recommend just watching through the entire playthrough to see how it all adds up together. With that being said, we are ready to rock out. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hand. So baby, I just wanna dance. I met her on Grafton Street, right outside of the bar. She shared a cigarette with me while her brother played the guitar. She asked me, what does it mean, the can of ink on your arm? It was one of my friend's songs, do you wanna drink on? Shady as a chaser, just for the fun. She got one on the table with Johnny riding a shotgun. Chatted some more when we'll drink at the bar. Then we ran on the jukebox, girl, I was dancing, you know. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hand. So baby, I just wanna dance with my pretty little Galway girl. You're my pretty little Galway girl. She beat me at darts, then she beat me at pool, then she kissed me on the neck. There's no one else in the room. His last orders were called. And she stood on a stool dancing as Kaylee, singing to tragedies. I never heard Carrie Ferguson have a song so sweet. I could feel it in the bar, using her feet for the beat. Or I could have that voice playing on repeat for a week. And in this packed out room, where she was singing to me. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hand. So baby, I just wanna dance with my pretty little Galway girl. Fill up our lungs with the cold air of the night. I walked her home, then she took me inside. Finished some Doritos and another bottle of wine. I swear it's gonna put you in a song that I write about a Galway girl and a perfect night. Played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hand. So baby, I just wanna dance with my pretty little Galway girl. Mama, my Galway girl. This song is so hard to sing. I don't know how Ed Sheeran does it. Like, I don't... like, I tried my best, but this song, there's so many, like, big words and super fast. But anyways, I am so sorry that that probably sucked. But I hope that you understand the gist, and I hope this tutorial helped you out. If it did, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on when I post future tutorials. And as always, let me know what other songs you'd like to learn on guitar, and I have so many more coming your way. Bye guys, see you next time.